Hey, what's up? What's up? How are you today? What is up? I hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. It's hard to believe that the week is half over. And depending on where you're watching from, maybe your day is even almost half over. For those of you who don't know me, I am Carissa Atkins, and I am a weight loss and habit change coach. And I help women all across the globe boss up so that they can get fit and stay fit and healthy forever. I am all about building healthy lifestyle habits with food and exercise and body movement and stress and self-care. And I love watching women become unstoppable. So if that's you, awesome. If you're looking to do that, awesome. Send me a DM and I would love to see if we would be a good fit. But anyways, so yesterday I was on the elliptical because it was cardio, core, and yeah, it was just cardio and core day yesterday for me. My husband's out of town, and so I was like, okay, I'm not going to lift, so I'm just going to do something else. And so there I am. I'm on the elliptical, right? And I'm in the zone. My podcast is playing. And I look up, and of course, they're giving all the highlights from the Georgia-Alabama game, right? So we just had the championship game. Now, this is not about football, but if you are Ohio, Georgia fan, if you're an Ohio State fan, all are welcome. I love football. Go Buckeyes. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so there I am on the elliptical, and and I look at these winners, right? The champions, right? So I'm looking at Georgia, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, I can't help but be happy for them, right? Like I'm a positive person. I'm all about, yeah, you may not be my team, but good on you, right? Rock stars. And I start to think about, I'm like, man, people win games because of the off-season work, right? Businesses are successful based on all the little shit that we've done throughout the year to get to that final like year end, yay, we hit 200K or whatever it is, right? So it really comes down to the off season. Okay, it comes down to the little everyday changes, the little everyday lifestyle habits that really help us become, and reach the next level, right? It helps us become champions. If you're like me, it helps us become unstoppable, right? So, yeah, there I am thinking, and I'm like, okay, well, so many women, yes, they just got done setting January 1 goals, like New Year's resolutions, and they're like, oh, and so many women are like, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to get into shape, I want to just be a better version of me. They feel very empowered, and they're all ready to go. And 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, come February, they've stopped everything that they've been doing. They stopped everything that they committed to. And because why, right? Life got a little hard, or maybe they're like, oh, this is not, this is not fun. And so they stop. They stop working towards those goals. They lose traction. They lose motivation. But you can't stop. So what happens is they set, January goals, which is great. I'm all about that. And then come March, they've completely fallen off track. They're back to eating Little Debbie's, going out to eat all the time, shoving down food down their faces. They're not working out anymore because shit, it's hard and your body was sore for a couple weeks. And so then comes April and May, right? And they're like, holy hell, swimsuit season is right around the corner. Maybe I should like quickly do something rapid to get into shape. Maybe I should hop on a diet. Maybe I should join like a new fitness group. Like they get back that motivation because it's summertime and we all want a gorgeous rockin' body come summertime, right? Yeah, I'm right. I know because I want a gorgeous rockin' body come summertime. But it's just like football, right? Those guys don't win because of the little bit of effort that they put on the field the day of. They don't even win because of the few, games ahead of time. Champions are built by the everyday activities that they do. They're built through the food they put in their mouth. They're built through the exercise that they do. They're built through the stuff they allow enter their mindset, right? So today I want to give you 3 tips to help you build and sculpt that sexy body. Or just 3 tips, same tips, going to help you either way. You're either going to sculpt that sexy ass body of yours, or you're going to get healthier. All these tips, the 3 tips that I'm going to give you, are going to help you do both. Okay? So pretend it's the off season and let's get to work. Tip number 1 is, of course, I'm going to encourage you to move your body. And I'm not talking 3 intense days of cardio in the gym, sweating your tail off. No. I want to encourage you to move your body seven days a week. Now, in case you're thinking, Carissa, I heard we need rest days. I heard it's not good to work out every day. I heard. Well, really, I want you to encourage you to look at how you move your body in different forms, right? So yes, I strength train. Personally, I strength train 7 days a week. And I'm not in there 2 hours a day, please. Unless I'm a bodybuilder getting paid to sculpt my beautiful lady guns, right? I'm not in the gym 2 hours every day. Nobody has time for that unless you're getting paid, unless that's what you do. Okay, but for most of us, that's not what we do, and we just want to look and feel healthy. So I want you to think about, what can I do every day for 7 days? And I want you to bring in, like, spice up your workouts, right? Variety is the key to a lot of things in life so that we don't get burnt out. Plus, your body loves being challenged. So personally, if you're just starting, I would maybe do, if you're trying to lose weight, I would probably do 3 days of cardio, meaning, right, getting your heart rate up. So that could mean a HIIT class, right? That could mean high intensity training like kickboxing, something like that. Something that elevates your heart 3 days out of the week. 2 days, you could be strength training. And ladies, you need to be strength training. If you want lean, sexy, toned looking bodies, start strength training. Okay, if you need help, again, send me a DM. I'd be happy to write you workouts. I'd be happy to help you get fit. All right, so then then you're like, there's 2 more days, Carissa. And really, I'm going to say no problem, because I want to encourage you to think of movement as something that nourishes your body. So maybe on Saturday, you go for a beautiful walk or a hike in the park, the mountains, next to a stream, just something that moves your body, okay? The second thing, like on a Sunday, is you could just simply lay down on the ground for 30 minutes and stretch. Okay. Or if you're like me and you're like a fitness junkie, you can go to the gym 7 days a week. But I just want to encourage you to think outside the box when it comes to body movement. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. Shit, I lost weight during the pandemic because I didn't have heavy weights. So yeah, like at the end of the day, you don't need all of that. That's excuses. All you need to do is move your body for at least 30 minutes a day. And again, bring in the variety. So the tip to that is variety is key. All right, tip number 2, right, in getting that sexy, gorgeous body come summertime is, of course, you've got to eat food. So many women are not eating enough food. I hop on a call and then I'm like, yeah, tell me about your nutritional habits. And we talk about food and I'm like, how are you living right now, right? She's like, well, I listened to some person on Instagram and she said I need to be eating like 1,000 calories and I need to be and I'm like, oh my God, right? How are you surviving? You're not. That's the thing. If you don't have any energy, check your diet. Okay. If you don't have any energy, check also, of course, your stress levels, but we're not talking about that right now. All right. So I want you to eat food. All right. If you need to figure out macros, if you're a macros girl and you're like, how I need my macros, send me a message. I'll send you your macros. They're easy. You don't have to pay me for macros. Are you kidding me? Anyone who's charging you to give you your macros is a joke. All right. So if you like macros, great. What's up? What's up? Thank you for watching. Yeah. I just want to encourage you to eat. I eat 7 meals a day. Okay. I eat close to 2,000 calories a day. And I'm in the best shape of my life. My 6-pack is popping all the time, not just in the morning and not just in the summertime. I am in the best shape physically. And I eat more food than I've ever eaten in my life. And guess what? I'm on no diets, no restrictions. Okay. So I want to encourage you to eat food, mainly because when you're not eating food, ladies, I'm going to tell you, when you are kind of like hustling through the day and you tell me you forget to eat all the time, that's actually doing more harm for you because your body, it's like goes into starvation mode. So let's pretend you don't eat anything, like you're just literally sustaining on coffee and maybe the crappy muffin that you got through the drive-through. Okay. So, Yeah, so that's maybe what you had in the morning, whatever you had time to like shove in and drink down. And then you get home and you're starving. And right now you're cooking dinner and you're like shoving chips in your mouth. And your body is like, oh, she's actually feeding me. So I don't know when she's going to feed me again. So guess what? I'm going to store it as fat, as energy, because I'm going to need that. So you're actually doing more harm than good. And if you're jumping from diet to diet, and yeah, of course, I bet you're losing 5, 10, 15 pounds quickly, but that's not healthy because guess what? Statistics show you're going to gain it all back. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but don't hop on a crazy diet and you'll be okay. Okay. Your metabolism will thank you as well. All right. Tip number 3. Okay. Tip number 3, stop stressing the fuck out. It's simple. All right. So stress is a huge game changer when it comes to literally feeling your best, right? I have Hashimoto's, right? And I learned 2 years ago when I was diagnosed with this autoimmune disease, I learned very quickly that the perfect diet and exercising every day was not going to put me into remission. I'm an anti-medication. I don't believe in that BS. I do believe that I can heal my own body for the most part. Don't, any medication takers, don't hate me for that. But yeah, I believe that I can control so much of my body, and stress plays such a huge role. Okay, so stress is like a killer, all right? So not only is it gonna put you in the ground a lot faster in your life, but you have to learn to balance and manage that stress. Okay, when your body is under constant chronic stress, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're on high blood pressure medication, right? And stress, when we gain weight from stress, guess where it goes? It goes right to our tummies. And that's surrounded by all, it's our tummies surround our major organs and our heart. So you guys need to stop stressing so much. So there are 2 things, and then I'm going to end today. There are 2 things that you can do to lower and manage your stress. Are you ready for them? All right, give me some love if you're ready for them. Come on, show me that you want these expert tips here. And again, they're simple. I'm a huge believer in keeping shit simple because as human beings, we love to overcomplicate everything. All right, tip number 1 to lower your stress is every morning, I encourage you to sit down and I want you to write out, thank you, I want you to write out your intention for how you want to feel today. Not what you want to get done. I know that's going to be tempting, but I want you to write down how you want to feel today. Okay, whether it's in like a book that you write down your feelings every day in, whether it's a whiteboard or it's a freaking post-it note, I want you to write down and set a very powerful intention for how you want to show up today. I want to show up with energy. I want to show up and choose healthy choices. I want to show up for me today. I want to say no to one person today. Whatever that intention is, write it down. Okay, and then seal it in with a nice big deep cleansing breath. Tip number 2, and yes, I do everything that I preach. So if you're asking, like, do you really do this? Yes, I do. I have a whole want journal, okay? And it's all about things that I want. Okay, so the second part of managing your stress and lowering that a little bit, number 2 is create a 3 o'clock break on your calendar, all right? So at 3 p.m., not my time. Mine's actually at 2:30 because I have a client call at 3. But at 2:30 every single day, Monday through Friday, I stop what I'm doing. I leave my phone on my desk. I walk out of the room and I go and sit on the steps and I just simply breathe. Yes, this is scheduled in my calendar because unfortunately life's crazy busy, right? So we have to schedule these things. So what I do simply, like I literally go outside my door right over there. I put my dominant hand on my heart center. I put my other hand right underneath my rib cage, and I just simply breathe. I breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as I'm breathing in, I'm thinking about all the awesome things that I'm doing today, the impact that I'm leaving. And then as I breathe out, I am literally pushing any stress or any tension out that I hold in my body. Okay? That alone, these 3 tips alone are going to help you tremendously. Remember, it's the off season that builds the champion, right? If you want a smoking hot body, come summertime, you got to do that stuff now. not in 2 months, not in 3 months, because guess what? If you try, you don't do it, you're back to square one. You've done nothing. Okay. So, yes. All right. I love you guys. I hope you found today's tips very helpful. Please share this video, comment below. Tell me what your biggest aha was. I'd love to know. But yeah, move your body, eat food, and of course, stop stressing so much. Life's meant to be lived and to have fun, not to be under so much stress and pressure and tightness. All right, you guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay awesome, of course. And yeah, let me know what you think about today's video.